Hello, brothers and sisters. Today I'd like to talk about church discipline. Not a fun subject, but I think we have a misunderstanding of it. We tend to see discipline as punishing those who really struggle with sin. Recurring and really ugly sins like sexual sin or drunkenness or drugs. I always find it weird that those who are quick to talk about discipline for those sins never really talking about when it's about gossip or people who are persevering in anger, but that's neither here nor there. The fact is, when Jesus talks about it in Matthew 18, he's talking about those who are challenged by their sins, but aren't ready to confess and repent. They keep being visited and they still persevere in their sins. Same thing happens in 1 Corinthians 5, where this person is living with his stepmom in sin and he isn't bothered by that. And even the church isn't. That's what Paul says you need to act. And 2 Thessalonians, the same thing. Some people had stopped working, saying the end is now, and we're letting other people live for them, pay for them. And Paul said you have to warn them once or twice or even three times. But if they don't repent from that, then you must put them under discipline. See, that's important because on the flip side of it, we have 1 Corinthians 12, where Paul talks about those who seem weak or less honorable or even indecent. And for them, who seem to be struggling with their flesh, you cover them with greater honor. In Galatians chapter 6, he talks about those who've been overcome by sin. It seems like they didn't really want to, but they were like really pushed down and they want to get out of it. You restore them. And you do that, by the way, with a spirit of gentleness. You carry each other's burdens to accomplish the law of Christ. That's important. It's important to recognize that church discipline is never about punishment. It's about really showing the person the ugliness of sin and destruction aspect of it. But for those who already recognize it and are fighting to get out of it, they don't need that. Hopefully this is a good subject to meditate upon for all those listening right now. Before you start looking at all those ugly sins that they're struggling with, these specks in their eyes, don't forget the logs in your own. God is gracious with you. She'll be gracious with them. That's our business. Just be blessed.